Hello, welcome to Rich Lord Travels in Sheffield, at the Sheffield Botanical Gardens. Let's go and look round. This is the Sheffield Botanical Gardens. This 19-acre site was opened in 1836, designed by a bloke called Robert Marnock, a leading Victorian horticulturist and landscape designer. He was known for the garden-esque style, which featured winding paths and scattered plantings along tree-planted mounds. Wow! This is when it's open. When it's open, you can come and have a look round. That's the deal. We love a blue plaque on this channel, so let's have a look what this one here says. So this one here is for Robert Marnock, who was appointed to design and curate these botanical gardens by the Sheffield Botanical and Horticultural Society in 1834. He was only 34 years old at the time. By 1840, he moved on to lay out the gardens of the Royal Botanic Society of London in Regent's Park as well. So let's go and look round and see what is done here. As you walk through the main entrance, the first thing you see is lots of trees, lots of greenery, lots of well sculptured and maintained lawn areas. So let's go a little bit further into the gardens. One of the major sights of the gardens are these glass pavilion areas here. Certainly an impressive sight. In front of those you've got a lot of planters and well-maintained gardens and border areas. Let's go and see if it's open. Let's see what we can see. Wow, look at the size of some of these. Can you see that? Wow. Let's see if we get a closer look. The doors are open. That's promising. Damp and humid conditions. Damp and humid conditions can be found all over the world and are usually dependent on the prevailing winds to bring moisture from the oceans. Many temperate areas have seasonal weather patterns where the rainfall may be concentrated in just some of the seasons. Let's look at some of the plants and the amazing specimens here in the garden. Look how large some of these leaves are. Wow. Look at the size of this. Wow. So these pavilions opened in 1836, and you can see that some of these plants have been around so long. They got so big. Look at the size. Wow. I know the sign said damp and humid it didn't. I know the sign said damp and humid conditions. Got hiccups. But some of these plants and some of these trees here, they're so impressive. Here we go through the jungle. Look at this. This is in the middle of Sheffield. This is in Yorkshire. You have to go places. You have to see things. You have to go and explore. Look at this. That's how warm it is. Very warm. What's in this next section? I can hear water. These are the temperate conditions. A lot of these plants are from Australia, or more native in Australia. I like the nice water feature we've got here. Might get one for the garden. See if I can grow one of these back in Pontefract. Maybe not. It does feel very different. Wow. Look at this. This one here is a Cyathea cooperi. But you knew that already. Impressive. Isn't it good that these are all so well maintained and looked after? These are the ones with dry conditions to cope with a lack of water and extreme heat in desert conditions. Feels like that kind of day today. It's been very warm here in Sheffield. Mother spleenwort, Asplenium bulbiferum. Golden tree fern, Dixonia fibrosa. Wow. Very warm. Has to be. Oh wow, these are impressive. Look at the size of these. Spikes on these beasts. You wouldn't want to fall on one of these, would you? This one's a Dutchman's pipe. I won't ask any questions there. This one looks furry. This one's bountiful. Look at the detail on these spikes. Wow. So that was the glass pavilion area with all those amazing plants from all around the world in there. It's an impressive looking site as well all the way along here. And you've got these beds with the planters along here. Look how beautiful this is along here. That's impressive. It's such a nice sun trap area for people to come in, relax in. We're in quite a studenty area of Sheffield, so you can see there's some students studying over there. There's some people who just want to come for a walk and sit down in the sunshine after work. It's so peaceful. It's nice. Even outside of the glass pavilions, there's so many different types of tree round here. So many different varieties. These are the west and the east lawns. And you've got this 20 metre tall oak. Which one's that one? Is that this one? That one? Which one's an oak? Is it this one here? All impressive. Who would have thought that trees like this were growing in Sheffield? These are impressive. All the gardens have got the labels of what the plants are, so you can find out a little bit more about the plants if you want to get one yourself from a local garden centre or online. Lamb's ears, these are called. These are really nice ones. The leaves are all furry and fluffy. Lamb's ears. Silver carpet. One of the good things about here, there's so many different pathways and leading to secret walkways here and there. You can hear the birds and the insects and there's a squirrel over here. Hello, little squirrel. Hello, squirrel. Do you want to subscribe to Rich Lord Travels? If you do, if you want to subscribe to Rich Lord Travels, run up the tree. Go on. Hey, well done. The squirrel says he wants to subscribe to Rich Lord Travels. Go on, fella. I do like these trees. Evolution Garden, this one's called. Look at the size of these. Do you know what this one's called? This is a monkey puzzle tree. This is called a squirrel. It's a squirrel tree. They're everywhere. They just love how they can hang upside down. Hello? You're a beauty, aren't you? They're so young, these little ones. Ah, that's nice. I'll go out of their way, I don't want to disturb them. This is their home, not mine. The squirrels are so friendly, but they're also so hungry. And it's not just squirrels, we've got ducks here as well. Hello, Mr. Duck. Having a little bit of a waddle round here. Hello. This squirrel's young, but is interested. He wants to be on YouTube. I've never seen a squirrel and a duck before that close.
I don't know why you don't like apple, to be fair.
On and along another little path here. Gotta watch your head because there's overhanging branches everywhere. What's up here though? Walking up this hill. There's something everywhere. There's a pathway to the left, a pathway to the right, and a pathway straight on. It's a seat if you're knackered. Might need that in a few minutes. What's round here? Apart from more squirrels. What's round here? That's what I'm looking for. Over here. Next up we have the Rose Garden. It was restored to its original Victorian rosarium design in 2006. The layout features older varieties of roses in the centre and more modern cultivars around the edges. At the centre of the Rose Garden you can find the restored statue of Pan, Spirit of the Woods. This was donated to the city of Sheffield in 1934 by Sir Charles Clifford and moved to the gardens in 1952. Let's go and take a closer look now. So these are the older roses in the centre circle. Obviously early May, not quite blooming as yet. Around the outside you've got the more modern ones. It's a lovely area, people sat down just enjoying reading. And this is Pan, Spirit of the Woods. And you see all the animals, you've got rabbits, you've got birds, frogs, little rabbits, mice, squirrels, birds, baby birds, little children even. Snails, little mice. Excellent. And there's an inscription in the stonework on the bottom. Let's read what it says. It says, "Find a circle of stone opened up to the stars where huge animals lived in a cage without bars." Pan, Spirit of the Woods. I can't get over how large these trees are. Massive. Nice peaceful garden, apart from the children. Right, let's find something more to look at. And these are the Marnock Garden, which is created and named after the original curator of the Botanical Gardens. Let's have a little walk round here. Lovely little walled area. This wisteria plant over here, this tree, wisteria tree. Look at the flowers on this. And look how mangled and distorted the branches are. But that's how it grows. It's tied to the tree with its branches. Look how wide it goes. That's a good 12, 10 feet either side. And little squiggies come to have a look as well. Hello, mister. There's so many little different hidden away sections of this garden. It's beautiful. This lovely seated area around here, a bit of shade for those who want to keep out the sunshine on this very warm May early evening. Here's a statue of a crawling ant. Not too sure on the purpose. If you know, please put the details in the comments. Good, good. Sometimes you don't need commentary. Just hearing the birds singing, the rustling of the leaves, the sound of nature doing its bit. That's special. That's nice. One thing I like about British parks is the way that people will just come and sit on their own, reading or having a drink or something to eat, or just chatting with their friends. They don't need television or games or gadgets all the time. Says he recorded this on his GoPro and his wireless mic. Sometimes just being out there is good enough. That's a good thing. Sheffield Botanical Gardens is a good place. It's a decent size, 19 acres or whatever it was, and it's sunny. There's plenty of space for people to sit down, spend some time on their own or with their friends. I've seen people reading, I've seen people just contemplating and just getting on with life, just enjoying nature out and about. That's good. This is the award of garden merit beds. This is for plants that are relied on to do well in UK gardens. And these beds and borders display examples of this. Look how nice these plants are. These could be in your garden. They can be anywhere in Britain. Look how nice they are. You've got to enjoy the beauty that a garden brings. It's good. As well as the main concrete pathways, there's also these wooded chipped areas where it leads to other garden beds. There's the Rheum palmatum, Atropupurum, whatever that is. They've got these other trees and plants. Miller's crimson, these Primulas japonicas here. It's just nice area. If you're in Sheffield, come to the Botanical Gardens. The Botanical Gardens are built on a hillside, but 90% of the paths are wheelchair accessible as well. So if you've got someone in a wheelchair or a pushchair or a pram, you can still bring them round, so they get to appreciate everything that's here as well. I can't get over the height of some of these trees. This is a Japanese cedar here. I think you'll find it's also known as a Cryptomeria japonica. There's a sign. I did read the sign. But it's just an impressive sight. Trees and plants and bushes, they're good. They've got plants and trees from all over the world. This is the Asian garden. It's plants for every aspect of the world. Saharan, Asian, Australian, American. Look at it. This is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. And this yellow one next to it. Can you hear the bees? The bees are liking these. I think it's the bee's knees. Oh, this is nice. Next up is the Himalayan garden and the bear pit. Here we are, about to enter the bear pit. Can you see any bears in here? No. What about this side? No. Any up there? Oh, are you scared? There's a bear! There's a bear! We're in the bear pit and there's a bear. So we're inside the bear pit. Any more bears in here? Rah! Any in here? No. That's where he has his television. Woo! This is the bear pit. And there's the bear. I'm live here in the Sheffield Botanical Gardens with my mate, the bear. He lives in the bear pit here. He's not a real bear, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me, because I'm very close to him. He's got a bit of advice for you. Keep away from bears, they're dangerous. And also, he's saying, subscribe now to Rich Lord Travels. This bear, he knows his stuff. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's play a game of guess what the plant is. Guess what that plant is called. Guess the pronunciation as well. Some call it Cotoneaster, because that's what it's called. Some call it Cotoneaster, but it's only got one T at the first part of it. It's got two T's total, but only one T at the start. Cotoneaster. Look how big it is. Impressive stuff. Cotoneaster microphylis. This tree's bark is all twisted in parts, but it's still staying strong, still enjoying being part of this wonderful collection of trees and plants and bushes at Sheffield Botanical Gardens. This is Bear Grylls, and this is the bear. Bear Grylls. Rah! And we're back at the top end of the garden area as well. Behind me you can see the glass pavilions. It's a lovely place here at Sheffield Botanical Gardens. If you've never been, you should do. If you can do, come here. It's a lovely place to come on a nice warm spring or summery day. You'll enjoy it. I'm Rich Lord from Rich Lord Travels. Click subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.